having you. We are giving you the Business Breakfast Forum this morning, and it's the implications of the new currency. And we've got one of our keynote speakers, special guest this morning, Dr. Mangudya. Welcome to ZiFM Stereo. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Joe.
Very well, thank
TeeKay.
you. Yes, there we are. And Marc Pozzo, there we are.
Marc, morning.
Morning, Doc.
Good.
Be nice, Mark. Smile. You know, this is the governor. We are. Anyway, we've been asking our listeners to send in some questions of some of the concern that they have, and also just to help them understand and appreciate what we are doing or what you are doing to help Zimbabwe get to a good place. So my first question came through, #Business Breakfast Forum. How readily available is foreign currency for critical businesses, e.g. health sector, from the banking system? That's question number one from the same person. Question number two was the interbank rate is steadily rising. Are we ever going to see stability in that sphere?
Thank you. Good morning, Zimbabwe. Yes, it's very good questions. The first one is that we have opened the interbank for willing seller, willing buyer basis, and therefore money is available from banks on a willing seller, willing buyer basis, and we do believe that there's enough foreign currency in Zimbabwe if it is utilized efficiently. And if those who are holding foreign currency are able to sell it at the rate that they desire, and therefore it means that those who want the foreign currency want to buy it at that rate. And therefore, yes, foreign currency is there. Zimbabwe is exporting quite a lot of products. Okay. We do export on a monthly basis around $200 to $250 million. And also diaspora remittances come on at around $60 to $100 million. And therefore, if you add those, you find that our import bill of $330 million is always matched. So what is required is to ensure that those with the foreign currency, they sell it at their willing rate, so that those ones who want it, they can also have it. And therefore, what we're asking for and what we need in Zimbabwe is an efficient market system of foreign exchange.
How do we create that efficient market system, and how do we people in the media help articulate your efforts so that we are all pulling in the same direction?
You can help us by ensuring that we continue to have this dialogue with this narrative, to ensure that these people understand that Zimbabwe is got foreign currency. Zimbabwe is what you need to import goods and services, and that people need to behave. What you need also is discipline to ensure that those ones with foreign currency, they don't hold it, and those who have exported, they also don't keep money out of the country.
Okay.
When it comes to Zimbabwe.
All right, great. Next question is, I wanted to find out from the Reserve Bank governor if he headed the call to fill up our gold reserves in order for us to have our own currency, and that was in 2010. It was an honorable thing, but having tissue paper doesn't make sense if nothing is backing our currency. I don't want to have worthless zillionaire.
Thank you very much. There is nothing called tissue paper. Tissues are found in the toilet. On the more serious note, what it means that any money in the world is backed by two things: confidence and production. And also, so you find that in Zimbabwe, we need to improve on our confidence. Almost 60 to 70% of money is confidence. Any money in the world should have confidence and should have production. In Zimbabwe, our greatest challenge is the lack of production. We import literally everything, even the basic commodities that people want. Wow. If you are eating bread, you are importing wheat.
The last time I know you were mentioning mahewu and water from Zambia, which was quite embarrassing.
And if you are eating milk, 50 to 45 to 50% we are importing. If you are having cooking oil, which is a basic commodity, we import the crude or cooking oil, and almost 11 months in a year. At $50 million per month.
Which is
wheat, we are importing $12 million a month, which is 30,000 metric tons. And this is things that we should grow. And therefore, to have a strong currency, you definitely need production. So at this support, then over and above that, you also need the confidence. Now, gold is true. In as far as oil is to Nigeria and oil to Angola, gold is to Zimbabwe. We need to harness all our gold. We have a plenty of gold underground. And it doesn't need manufacturing other than toll, which is done at Federal printers. So we need to make sure that that gold comes to the Reserve Bank through Federal printers.
They're concerned of it leaking out of the country itself.
That's what I'm talking about, being disciplined. We just need to be a disciplined society. people need to have the patriotism, knowing that the gold in Zimbabwe is for Zimbabweans. And therefore it needs to go to Fidel Brinders. Then you can build our reserves. So how can you build reserve when other people take it out of the country? These are the issues that we're talking about here. And these are the measures that we need. You see, it's very simple to Zimbabwe to increase gold to 40, 50 tons per year, provided that we plug all the holes, we plug all this smuggling. That's true. And that's therefore what the listener in what he asked is very correct. We need to build our reserves. And therefore, the only way to build reserves is to have your own local currency. So that at least we then pay to our producers local currency. Then the reserve go to reserve bank. Where as opposed to share the reserves with the people who are producing it. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. If you go to Zambia, copper. When they export copper, the copper foreigners go to the reserve bank of Zambia, and the producers are given the local currency. Okay. So you don't need to use foreign currency in your country to ensure that it doesn't make sense.
Pause. Just quickly, the power issue in the country is of major concern, especially for industry. For all of this to work, what is the plan going forward to ensure power is restored to normality?
What I hear from the Honourable Minister of Energy and Power Development, Honourable Chasi, is that obviously it's got a two-pronged approach. The first one is to touch on the imports, because as we know that the water in Kariba has gone down. Therefore, I think he's trying to ensure that at least he supplements our electricity by imports from the regional imports, and secondly, to ensure that he works on the projects which are currently happening in Zimbabwe through rehabilitation of your thermal power stations, 5 and 6. We can give you about 310 megawatts, and also the solar energy programs and all the like. So I think in the near future, I think the minister is working on that, and we pray that he finishes his plans.
All right, great. And we do realize we're running behind time with the news, but this is very important. We've got the reserve governor in the building. I can see Barry is also waiting to take him away. But one last question from someone following us on Twitter. Are you on Twitter, Dr. Mangudya?
Yes, well, I'm on the Reserve Bank tweet.
Oh, you don't have a personal one, because we want to get with you. Okay. Anyway, question coming through from Alex Ngwena says that on live, are we going to have a proper currency that is going to be exchangeable across the border?
I've heard many people ask these questions. What do they really mean?
I'm also trying to understand.
See,
I think you're saying you can
let me try to answer the question. I know what you mean, but sometimes it's not what you want to say. The issue is as follows. We have our proper currency now. There's a difference between a currency and paper money. What we have with the currency, when you can like US dollar, when you talk about rand, you talk about pound, those are currencies. Okay. But when you also talk about the paper money called US dollar, it's also the money. Now in Zimbabwe, we have now a currency called the Zimbabwe dollar, which exchanges with the other currencies, either at 1 or 2, 10, whatever it is, right? That's the currency. Now, our paper money is used in Zimbabwe. Just like a Kwasha is using what in Zambia, just like a Medicash is using what in
so
Mozambique.
You can't cross the border and go to the black market there. Maybe this black market mentality is scared us.
So if you cross the border, just like the rand, for example, it's used in the region. It's used basically for foreign currency. But you cannot just take another currency in the paper to go out with it. They don't reserve currencies.
Okay.
Therefore, so you cannot take a paper money to any other, then use it there. But within the region, yeah, definitely you can. Like if you go to Mozambique, you can use the bonus that are usable there. And if you take medication, sometimes the mortality is usable. But otherwise, that's not the issue. The issue about our local currency to ensure that you safeguard the foreign currency itself. It's about foreign currency. It means it's a foreign money that is used in that country.
And now we've got our domestic currency.
This is a domestic currency, exactly.
All right, great. Dr. Mangudya, thank you very much. Any last words to our listeners just in terms of the whole transition, the implications, and way forward?
Definitely what you've done, it's not a big issue. What you've done is Zimbabwe, it's a statutory instrument 33 of 2019 was establishing an exchange rate in the interbank market. 142 of 2019 was basically removing the multi-currency system. So these two, they talk to each other. And therefore what we are saying in appeal to Zimbabwe is that let's be proud of using our own local currency for local purchases and preserve foreign currency for purposes of payment of foreign payments, foreign transactions. That way, we preserve foreign currency. That way, we show that at least there will be no shortage in this country.
It's simple.
It's very simple.
It will work.
And we need confidence in this country.
All right, Doc, thank you very much. We're going to let you go. Thank you for taking time to talk to us. That is the...
Thank you, TeeKay.
Yes, that is the governor of the... Hey, he knows my name. Hey! I've made it. All right, so again, we are live.